Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Man, I'm glad you're here. This is great. But you know why? Because we're in the Will Do Not Might new studio, the new one. Look behind me. I'm just telling you, man, it is glamorous, it's fantastic, it's luxurious. It's what I need to make these videos and for you to watch them and have fun. Because aren't we having fun? Well, by the way, my podcast is called Fun with Annuities, but that's another subject. Now, today's topic is a good one. Annuity, 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 annuity. Do I sound like a broken record? Why are you saying the same thing? Why are you keep yelling at us about contractual guarantees and all this stuff and da 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 da? You know, as a good friend of mine says, you know, I'm a little OCD, as you could probably imagine, but the quote is, I am OCD and so am I. Think about that. So we're going to come back, we're going to talk about the repetitive nature of Stan the Annuity Man and why it's beneficial to you after this. All right, so we're back. We're talking about the repetitive nature of me and my message. So someone asked me the other day, someone called in, how long have you been Stan the Annuity Man? Well, you know, obviously it's a mythical figure. It's an annuity superhero. We all know that. I got logos, I got hats, I got all this stuff, right? But I didn't start out with that. As you probably know, if you don't, I'm going to tell you, I started with a firm called Dean Witter, then I went to Payne Weber, then I went to Morgan Stanley, which I love to say Morgan Stanley, and then I went to UBS Union Bank of Switzerland. So I've worked with the large wirehouse firms, and no one wakes up in the morning and says, you know what, I think I'm going to go into the annuity business. Nobody does that. Annuity is currently the curse word of the financial services industry, and I blame the annuity industry for that. It shouldn't be that way because annuities have a monopoly on the industry, which is lifetime income. No other product on the planet can provide lifetime income. Please don't try to argue with me on that unless you want to get filleted like a flounder, okay? It is what it is. But the reason that I'm so repetitive, and it sounds like a broken record with some of these videos and some of my podcasts, etc., is I want to drive home the point of why annuities should be considered for your portfolio, period, and why they should not. So a lot of my stuff is repetitive. The first one is will do, not might do. You hear me say that all the time. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. The will do is the contractual guarantees. The might do is the hypothetical, theoretical, projected, back-tested, unicorn chasing the butterflies pitches that you hear from agents and advisors. Well, if you'd owned it 10 years ago, you'd own this. Well, there's a potential of doing this. No, all that. I'll do that again. All of that is crap. You buy an annuity for the contractual guarantee. You buy an annuity for the transfer risk. That's the reason I say will do, not might do. Another thing I repeat over and over and over and over is I've really simplified this whole should I own an annuity? Two questions. What do you want the money to contractually do, and when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? Keyword contractual. From those two answers, I can determine A, if you don't need an annuity, and B, if you do possibly need an annuity, which annuity type would provide the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situation. So you can't say, I hate all annuities, Dan. I hate all annuities. You can't. You're a hypocrite. Why? Because if you have a Social Security number, you already own the best inflation annuity on the planet called Social Security. Don't believe me? Let's just digress a little bit. What's Social Security? It's a lifetime income stream based upon your age at the time you take the payment, and it's going to pay you as long as you're breathing, and the older you are, the higher the payment. Sounds eerily familiar to a lifetime income stream annuity type, correct? Nod your head, all right? So I keep, when people say I hate all annuities, or you see some of these ads, well, I never own an annuity, never own an annuity, I'd go through the gates of hell before I own an annuity. Well, the person that wrote that and paid for the ad owns an annuity. So I'm thinking, what the heck? I mean, hypocrite anyone? So you've just got to filter through all the noise, just like you do with politics and news and cable. Just filter it, filter it, filter it, filter it. But the reason that I'm so repetitive about what I say is I want you to understand how annuities work. The other thing I've come up with, which is unique, is the acronym P.I.L.L. P stands for principal protection, I stands for income for life, L stands for legacy, the other L stands for long-term care / confinement care. Let's do it again. P is for principal protection, I is for income for life, L is for legacy, leaving money to your beneficiary's family, and the other L is for long-term care or confinement care. If you do not need to solve for any one of those 4 items in the pill, you do not need an annuity. Hello? If someone's trying to sell you an annuity for potential, hypothetical, theoretical, back-tested, unicorn, dates, and butterflies returns, don't do it. Don't do it. You buy an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. Will do's the contractual guarantees. Don't buy the sales pitch dream because you're going to own the contractual realities. You hear me say that over and over and over like a broken record. Why? Because everywhere, if you go anywhere to an advisor, a bank, or the bad chicken dinner seminar, or good steak dinner seminar, high commissions, you're going to hear too good to be true things. My job out here to be Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states, the top independent agent in the country, is to let you know that if it sounds too good to be true, it is every single time with annuities. Period. You buy the worst case scenario. You buy the contractual guarantees. Whoa, why would you say that, Stan? Why do you keep saying contractual guarantees? Because when you buy an annuity, you get something in the mail called a policy. What's a policy? It's a contract. And I tell people all the time, if you want to look at the contract before you buy, we'll send you that specimen policy so you can read and act like a lawyer and put on your lawyer hat and do your thing. But I'm just saying, there's no urgency to buy an annuity. The urgency is to fully understand the annuity that you're buying. I keep saying it over and over and over and over. I'm drilling it into your head. Now, just like a heart surgeon or a hand surgeon or a foot surgeon, I am in the lane of annuities and annuities only. That's all I do. That's all I breathe. I've written 7 books, hundreds of articles, hundreds of videos. I've got a podcast that comes out every week on all major platforms and also on YouTube channel called Fun with Annuities. And our saying there is, live in the reality, not the contractual dream. I'm driving home that these are contracts. If you're a client of mine, and I hope you will consider us, because we have the best team on the planet, and you get to talk to me, and I get to do the recommend. Maybe talking to me that's a little scary, but it's not. When me and you talk, when you set a time for me to talk, you can go book a call on my site. What are you going to get? Brutal, factual truth. I call myself the walking middle finger of annuity truth, and I do not shy away from that. That's what I am. That's what the industry needs. They need truth. They need facts. People need to know exactly what they're going to get. Not some pie-in-the-sky nonsense. Annuities are commodity products. I say that all the time. Annuities quotes are like a gallon of milk. I say that all the time. What does that mean? It means that quotes change. Okay, and that's the reason we have to quote all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situation. That's the reason we represent at The Annuity Man pretty much every carrier out there. All the ones that we can, we do. And we quote them for the highest contractual guarantee. The 7 to 10 days gallon of milk thing that I came up with, which is great because we all used to buy the gallon of milk for the kids, and then, we open it up, and my wife used to do this all the time. She'd go, see if it's spoiled. Now, in the South, we call that blinky. My mom would say, is the milk blinky? And I'd be like, yeah, it's blinky. Blinky means sour in South, okay? So same thing with annuities. 7 to 10 days, quotes change. Why? Because buying annuities is like buying a plane ticket. You got to punch in where you want to go, how you want to go, and all the benefits you want on top of it. And then we see the highest contractual guarantees, and we list them for you. Now, the only way to lock those guarantees in is to go through the application process. And no, that's not a sales pitch. That's reality, okay? But you can't, get the quote from us and then 2 weeks, 3 weeks later go, you know what? I've been thinking about that and doing my analysis and running my spreadsheets, and I want to go with the one you sent me 3 weeks ago. Ain't going to happen, Chester, because quotes change. So, I'm repetitive for a reason, okay? I go over this stuff for a reason. I want you to not listen to the current environment of sales pitches. Now, there's a lot of people out there that are doing it the right way in the annuity world, and they talk about the transfer risk, and a lot of the stuff they're taking from me, thank goodness, and they get my books, etc., and read them and watch my videos. But most of the stuff out there, most agents and advisors really don't understand annuities. If you really want to filter some guy or lady that's trying to sell you annuity, ask them if they know what a QLAC is, Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract, which is the newest version of an annuity that was introduced in 2014. If they don't know what that is, they're out, okay? I mean, they're not qualified. So, I hope you use me, but there's a reason that I'm repetitive. One of the main reasons that you're saying, man, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. You're sounding like a broken record over and over and over and over and repeating. Well, that's because you keep listening to all my stuff and reading all my stuff. And that's a good thing. But don't you think it's time for you to pull the trigger and schedule a call with me one-on-one? And what does that mean? It's a 30-minute block of time. And we're not going to talk about football games or baseball scores or golf game or none of that. Politics. We're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about annuities. We're going to talk about if they fit for you. We're going to put together a customized plan. So the repetitive nature might be because you keep watching these videos and listen to my podcast and you've read my books or blah, blah, blah. But the point is, it might be time to cross the Rubicon, cross the annuity Rubicon, and set a time to speak with me. Yes, yours truly, Stan the Annuity Man, one-on-one, so we can put together a customized plan for your specific situation. I encourage you to do that. Go to theannuityman.com. Top left-hand corner, you'll see book a call. If you click that, you're going to see my face pop up and my schedule, and you can book a time that works for both me and you. And with that, I need you to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man video.